It's coming one day. Hi, hi, welcome back to the channel. Right, I'm just going to make a quick film. Ben contacted me on Instagram. Hi Ben. And he was asking me about, he's just bought a silver Classic 350, and he was asking me about changing the bars and a few other bits and bobs. So I thought I'd run by something that a lot of folk might have missed if they've seen my film. I'll put a link in below when I did all this. Those 4 films when I changed my bike. So I must be one of the few folk that have actually stripped the 350 like bars off, forks out and everything. But anyway, the bars, why I changed back to standard bars was this here is straight, obviously. Right, I'm going to give you a wee measurement here. It's roughly about 210 mil, 20 centimeters, or 8.5 inches, old school money. Now here's the Webco Desert bars that I had on this bike, and if you measure the ends to where the bar curves, it's about 1 inch too short. So the problem is the levers were actually sitting on the curve of the bar. So what that meant was my levers felt like they were up, and it felt like you're riding with bent levers. Now somebody commented on another film that I ride all the time, my hands touching my levers. That's how I ride bikes. That's how I ride mountain bikes. The reason for that? Well, if your hand's like that, it takes a second to grab that, right? Maybe 2 seconds to grab that. You can stop a bike a lot quicker with the clutch in. It only takes a second for a deer or a hare or anything to jump out on a country road, and that instant reflex. So the reason I've always ridden like that with motorbikes. So back to this, you have to make sure you get a bar with at least an 8 inch straight edge, and you'll notice the holes, I drilled them. So the second thing is the switchgear has locating pins inside. Now you've seen that on older Hondas, but with the old bikes we used to change the bars all the time, put trail bars onto CD175s and CB200s, stuff like that. You split the switch, as you know, and the pin that locates in the bar in a hole on a Honda, you can just pull that pin out with mole grips or that. These seem to be really tightly bonded in. You could cut the pin with a Dremel, but what I was worried about was the heat of the Dremel cutting that steel. You've got solder in here with wiring, and I wasn't wanting to risk that. So I just opted for a aftermarket crossbar thing. But just bear that in mind. If you're changing bars, you might have to drill them and make sure that bit is long enough. Hope that clears up that for folk if they're wondering. Alright, so it's freezing cold, but I'm off out to keep the dream alive. Some of your bike's off the road now, fair enough. Road salt's on big time on the roads, and some of you are not keeping too well. Some of the folk I follow, and you're not out in the weather because of that. That's fair enough, but I'll be out keeping the dream alive. So back soon. Alright, see you soon, bye.